Well, I started campaigning because of dangerous potholes and not getting any action from councils, and started with a small campaign locally with a Facebook group, and it's just gone from there and become a national campaigner. I've read background about the history of why we've got so many problems with our roads, underfunding and the like, and done enough studying to understand the real issues behind there. Not just blaming the councils. 75% of it's about funding, 25% of it is about management, contractor control, lack of training, poor quality repairs. So on a national level, I try to campaign to get extra funding for hard-pressed authorities, but locally I think they should be doing a much better job with the money they've got. In Milton Keynes, Howe Avenue, measuring up potholes reported via Twitter. This is particularly dangerous to cyclists. It's just over their 40 mil. But if you imagine it's full of water and a cyclist come through, because it's a perfect cycling line, the potential for them to have an accident and get injured is quite high. Really needs repairing. I have reported it. Let's see what happens.
And obviously there's been some pretty tragic circumstances where cyclists have been killed.
Yeah, when I was filming the documentary last year, I came across a couple of instances of people being killed. One particular guy had served in Afghanistan, a number of tours, come back over a weekend, hit a pothole. Unfortunately, instead of going into the grass verge, fell out into the road and a lorry ran him over. Tragic that he'd served his country in that position to actually be killed by a pothole, something that could be prevented with proper maintenance. I'm just coming off of the A5 into MK. My first impressions coming into MK, which is obviously looking to expand and always attract business, I was quite appalled to see large defects, particularly as we come in this road here. We're just going to drive over one now.
Oh, felt the jud there, didn't you?
Yeah, and that's not the only one. There's 2 or 3 on this route. I noticed there's one up by the traffic lights that's got a mark around it, but I mean, when you're coming in as a business leader to look maybe what a business investing here, that's the first sign of how things are maintained. We're going to go over a nice one. Oh, just missed it, unfortunately. So it's not only just the potholes that cause drivers to have it. The image that is given MK is not particularly good for business and the business environment generally.